Hello, I'm Marley Whitner, and welcome to What the Florida's debate program, On the Fence, where we weigh each side of the complex issues and try to make some sense of this crazy world. On today's program, we're going to be taking a look at the epidemic of red tide sweeping through our coastal waters. To my left is Noah. Noah, can you tell us a little bit about red tide?
Sure, Marley. Red tide is an algal bloom that occurs naturally all over the world where toxic microorganisms contaminate the waters, killing fish and other marine species. These ecological disasters cause dead marine species to wash up on beaches, preventing humans from swimming in the water. They hold up the fishing industry and can affect other animals who eat the contaminated fish.
That's terrible. Lexa, can you tell us a little bit more about the pros of red tide?
Pros?
I'd be happy to. While my counterpart here is content to fearmonger, I will wisely use their own words against them. They said this is something that occurs naturally, and what in nature can harm us?
Fair point. Noah?
I
Gotcha, didn't I? There's nothing in nature that can harm us.
bears, the twisters, the flu.
That's true. I don't like any of those things.
Really? You don't like teddy bears? Not a fan of the classic party game Twister? And I don't see what chimney flues have to do with any of this, but I do love a warm Yule log at Christmas time.
Oh, those Christmas cookies.
I think we're getting way off topic here.
And whose fault's that?
Let's remain civil now, everyone. We want to provide a model for civil discourse here at On the Fence, and frankly, I am still on the fence about this issue. Lexa, tell me more about how red tide is merely a natural process.
I'm sure you're familiar with the common ailment pink eye?
Boy, am I ever.
It's like that, but for the ocean. When the ocean becomes overwhelmed with an extraordinary amount of crabs and lobsters, which we all know are red, causing a dryness and irritation in the water's pupils.
That's a lot of science talk. I'm not sure I get it.
None of that was remotely.
Let me break it down for you. The ocean gets crabs in its looky-looky parts, and the big wet blue thingy is now red and dry.
Thank you.
That was literally all wrong.
How so?
Well, like I said, red tide is an algal bloom. Not even all red tides are harmful.
What a flip-flop.
Hold on. Let them finish.
Sorry.
Like I was saying, the red tides that we experience here in Florida contain toxins that first contaminate filter feeding species like mollusks or clams, and from there they work their way up the food chain.
Red tide is just Mother Nature's menstruation. What I'm hearing here is that my counterpart is anti-feminine reproductive rights.
Response?
No.
Very well. Lexa, if red tide is just a natural process and isn't all bad, what are some of the benefits?
Darwinism. My esteemed colleague here fails to acknowledge how red tide eliminates the weakest fish, allowing aquatic life to evolve and become stronger. No one wants an ocean full of losers. The strongest, healthiest, smartest fish mean the strongest, healthiest, smartest oceans. This is simple science. You've heard of smartphones? Well, red tide is helping us on the way to smart oceans. Dolphins that do more than just fine sea mimes, but build them. Fish that do more than just swim in schools, but swim in real jobs.
Hold on a second.
Thank you.
I don't want to get into something as controversial as evolution.
That's the problem you had with all of that.
How would you respond?
There's no pros to red tide. It's not something that sea creatures can survive through, better health or intelligence. What we need to be worried about is how humans' involvement might be making these natural occurrences worse and more frequent.
Here we go, the homosexual agenda.
I'm sorry?
Blame humans. Everything we do is wrong. You said red tide was natural and now you're blaming us for it? What did we do, wear too much sunscreen?
What does that have to do with homosexuality?
What's the one thing gays don't do? Make more people. They're anti-people.
I never thought about it that way. How enlightening. Time for closing thoughts. Noah?
Don't go into the water.
Lexa?
Kill the crabs and dry the sea. Get smarter waters for you and me.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but I'm still on the fence. See you next time.